What the fuck?
Yeah. Welcome to more Star Wars. This time it actually happened. Streaming. So
It was actually a war in the stars.
oh yeah, for frick, I've got the roll light side, dark side.
Yes, we need to do that. Let me do that here.
I've already got one. You've got us to a good start.
Two lights.
Zach is helping.
I'll continue my streak of 2 lights.
Well, of course, I will roll.
I will offer this darkness.
I will go
Someone
roll great
for,
here.
Ed, so, because he probably can't get a dice right now.
Sure, I'll roll 2 extra.
I
lights.
rolled a. Oh, I just rolled for Ed. I got 2 light side.
Okay, so well, we both got the same amount.
Well then, okay then.
You're both fucking liars.
I can take a photo of my roller.
Says the guy who got 2 light. No, I'll roll 2 light now because I will never roll a light side the entire session trying to activate a power. So
Well, obviously.
What do you get, place?
I continued my streak of 2 lights.
Alright, too late, so.
we have a very light side session to start.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good when we're fighting.
That's 7 white. No. We have the option of not fighting them. It's not necessarily a good option, but like in theory, you could tap Seda to negotiate with them. It's just, is there something because well, I was actually gonna have him suggest it in character as well as we start. So
alright, so yeah, we left off last time what was it? Yeah, a YT 1210 is staring you guys down in within short range. It has seemed to have a
oh yeah, so this is a light freighter, right?
yeah, light freighter.
Like it's not big enough to have a hangar and like.
No, but it does seem to have an extra weapons mount on its chin that's been attached to it. In addition to its dorsal mounted laser cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Seda frowns because he distinctly had them remember seeing them fighting, seeing them encountering the slopped together ships, TIE fighters, but there apparently aren't any here. So,
well, you're not at the site yet. But yeah,
well,
this ship, you hear, they command you to keep away from their scrap.
I could maybe negotiate with them to let us search for survivors and get a little intel first, but that would probably mean giving up any weapons aboard. So it's up to you all.
You know, I smuggle things for a living, right? You know that's like my thing, right?
I mean, we could do that. We could say that we're not going to give any weapons, but then
try and get them first.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I suppose the ultimate question for that is, are we more confident in a fight on the ground or a fight in space? Because we could ground.
I mean, we did just upgrade the ship, but we don't have that many guns. I think, on the ground might work a little better at this time.
All right, I can try and swing it then. I would be potentially ready for a fight anyway, if in case they don't go for it.
Said, let's be honest, we're going to be fighting them anyway. Let's just try to at least give off the pretense of being in the right.
I meant in the ship. Let's be ready for fighting them for battle stations in case they don't go for it. All right. If that's what you want to do, I'll hail them.
All right. You guys.
Waddles off to the engine room.
What is the name of that species?
He will, since HK is apparently preoccupied, he will suggest that Lynn get on the guns for now.
On it.
All right, so you are gonna hail them?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you get video comms of a very grumpy looking Basilic, the forearm guys.
I'll put it in chat. Basilisk?
Yeah, Basilisk.
I'm not familiar with them, but
remember when Obi-Wan went to Space Denny's?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. Hey, he'll go. Greetings. This is the Bet on Red. The scrap of the ship is certainly yours. What we do ask is your permission to go in. There's a distress signal, and we'd like to evacuate any survivors.
Listen here, Sonny. I've got an official Imperial contract to blow this ship open, and anything I can scrap is mine.
I understand that, and I'm not arguing with that. You can certainly do that. We just ask that you wait a little bit for us to get anybody on board out.
Give me a charm check.
Sure.
Or would it be negotiation? So that's he doesn't
probably charm. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to like buy. That's maybe a backup thing. I'm not offering him anything in return. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. We won't take that from you. We just want to get we would just like to evacuate some. So,
all right. What is
We've got so many lights.
What is my difficulty?
What is charm opposed by again?
Charm is I believe usually opposed by
willpower.
Let's see. It's either willpower or I think it's either willpower or discipline.
Well, discipline is under willpower.
Let me see. Huh? Discipline. Yeah, or willpower is a stat. Probably discipline. Looking at it, and it doesn't say exactly.
Well,
usually, usually it's it's subject by the subject's presence and cool. So it's be opposed by their cool. All
right, so that is presence, right?
Yes, it's a presence skill.
All right, so yeah, roll against 2 purple.
Sure. Three successes and 2 advantage.
All right. You got 3 hours to get them out. Once the 3 hours up, I'm gonna begin ripping blowing up this ship's ammo, highly volatile areas, whether you're in there or not.
Understood. We will make sure that we are finished and away by then.
Your 2 advantage got you 2 extra hours. So instead of having only 60 minutes to
nice
run through this gauntlet, this city-sized ship.
All right. Well, no, we'll. Yeah, I guess with that, he'll just be like, all right, if there's nothing else, signing out. We'll get to work. And, yeah, he will end the comms and be like, all right, I would suggest we leave somebody aboard the ship in case something comes up and he gets trigger happy or...
Jay, if you don't mind.
And Jay's like, yeah, that's what I do.
Also, HK, maybe if you stay in, you could probably get to us fastest if anything happens.
And then let's see.
So now I have to ask: is any of?
Or we have
Yeah.
Yes.
I assume they have some input on this.
Yeah, Mila will go to Kenner and go, Kenner will stay behind on the guns.
Sounds good. Are either of you familiar with the layout of Imperial Star Destroyers? I have. I am not, I'm afraid.
I have a general idea, though. This one looks a little bit customized. Generally, all the officers and staff quarters are going to be towards the rear near the engines and the bridge.
All right, that's probably where we should go then. And I guess, well, since Star Destroyers have multiple hangars because they're fucking huge,
Oh, well, this is a Victoria class, so it's slightly smaller. Only seems to have one hangar.
A smaller size Star Destroyer is still fucking huge.
It actually,
also,
this one notably only has like one main hangar.
Huh. That's, I mean, admittedly, I've never really gotten an up close look at them, but I always thought they had more.
Yes, I expected it to be much bigger.
Like I said, it's a custom one.
Weird.
It's still the size of like Manhattan, but.
Well, yeah, but all right. I guess that's the hangar then. Unless Gar sees something better to go for.
Do I?
I guess. No. Yeah, no roll required. Yeah, there seems to be only one exit and one entrance out of this thing.
Okay.
It's kind of in like near the nose, but more towards the center. Kind of the like not like on the bow, like kind of in like a meaty chunk of it, and then there's the chunk at the bow, and then there's the rest of it behind it.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate.
It's a pretty big hangar to make up for it, though.
The only thing I can think of is, could I make like a mechanics roll to like discern the major differences between this custom Star Destroyer and standard
I think
Star
you got that
Destroyers?
last time because someone rolled.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, yep. Then I'll land the ship.
Yeah, it's
and
one of those big like and it also goes like completely through to the ship. Like there's one entrance on one side and one entrance on the other side.
Oh, really?
With like a
also. Yeah, I think the role would actually be probably knowledge warfare.
Yeah, and you guys rolled that last time.
Well, I guess maybe that's more strategy, but mechanics probably for the ship specs. Yeah, but yeah, I think
that's fine. We have the.
Yeah, you already got the information. I believe at the end of last session.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, we land.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, hey, sorry to interrupt. I was gonna say, did we got? Oh, this is containment breach, right?
Yeah, containment breach.
Oh, for some reason I didn't mark my XP on my sheet.
All right, so yeah, there. All right, so you land inside the. You are unopposed by any enemy craft as you land in the middle of this Imperial Victoria class Star Destroyer custom Kai. Yeah, there is, and the hangar is, mostly empty, though there are several, lobnas, kind of, stacked together. There's about, like, a dozen, TIE fighters and about 4 TIE interceptors. There are about, 4, ATSTs and then 2 AT-ATs.
Well, wow, there is not even a small fortune here. This is a sizable fortune.
Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get any of the ships out without this guy shooting at us for stealing Imperial property. We should be able to get any weapons, though.
I guess also another thing of note is there's a non-Imperial ship in here. It is a HWK 290 light freighter.
Can we? I suppose we don't. We probably don't have like a life sign scanner on the ship, do we?
Not that would reach the whole ship. I mean, you got yourself.
Although, man,
I meant,
so...
Oh, yeah, actually...
Lynn is kind of curious what's going on with this. This is not an Imperial design. So she's going to actually start walking for
Well, are you going to exit the ship?
Of course.
Before we exit the ship, I'm taking both my goggles and my breath mask, and I'm having both equipped. Something went wrong on this ship.
Right. Yeah, Sata's got his breath mask as well.
And we know from our check it was a research model.
Yeah.
So goodness only knows some sort of plague hit this ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do know it is called the plague.
It's literally in the name.
Yeah, Sata will go along with Lynn though to go up to it.
All right, how many of you guys are wearing breath masks? I know you have 3, and there are 4 of you. Plus,
I have my own breath mask. It's fine.
all right.
Yep, same.
Yeah, like that was one of the things that I bought.
I bought it.
On.
Yeah, I bought following one of the early sessions. Yes, so
I have a breath mask and goggles.
Oh yeah, I guess we could probably assume that the rebels have them.
Yeah, she will also
cheap.
don a cheap breath mask. Alright, so you exit out, and then something you wouldn't notice that when landing to see, there are a couple of bodies strewn about the hangar.
Bingo.
Looks like they were all shot down.
What kind of bodies?
Imperial...
What kind of shots?
Well,
Imperial
okay,
stormtroopers.
it's not that many stormtroopers, mostly naval officers and personnel. There are a couple stormtroopers.
Yeah, none of us are doctors, but I think the one thing I would ask is infantry-sized fire or vehicle-sized fire? Were they gunned down by a ship?
A warfare or something similar check.
Medicine would probably be the appropriate role for this. Which I am terrible at, but I will point out that's probably...
Is it one in medicine?
Okay, Sharps, is it distinct enough that is it distinct enough that of a difference that it is not they are in one piece and slash they are in many pieces?
Let me just do a real quick check of this weapon.
One suggestion would be to make it a low difficulty roll, but then give us extra info for bonuses.
I'll say this should be pretty purple.
It should be pretty easy to tell if it's personal or weapon.
1 success to advantage on a medicine check.
Cool.
Could I use warfare to try and piece together somewhat of an image of depending on where people are placed and if it was a fight between 2 groups of people or rough idea of what.
Yeah, was it a fight? Did they just get mowed down?
Yeah, with how they're positioned, what happened.
Yeah, sure.
Failed this damn check.
What's the difficulty for that check then?
That would be 2 purple. Dude,
2 purple.
CSI this stuff.
Which one is that? Warfare?
Warfare is, yes, it's an intelligence skill.
Honestly, I wouldn't have fared any better.
Yeah.
1 advantage.
I have average intelligence.
How many successes?
5.
Oh.
Alright, so
when I pick the dice, it just rolls them automatically, and then I always do a proper roll when I have all my dice. It was set at 7 successes.
Let's see. Did I get to... Alright. Never mind. So anyway, yeah, that looks like it is all rounds. So what did the people get medicine? Check.
I got 1 success to advantage.
I failed with advantage.
I didn't roll, so it is letting other people better suited handle this stuff.
All right. So what was the highest? You get 2 successes.
One success, 2 advantage.
All right, so what you get from that is some of them are died from a personal arms fire, but some of them seem to have been hit by something that's like a man-portable rifle of some sort.
Like a heavy
vehicle-mounted rifle.
Yeah, like it would like some type of heavy,
like a minigun.
I'll say,
like,
yeah,
like
it looks
fucking...
like some type of plasma weaponry.
A heavy plasma gun.
Yeah,
something heavy, a heavy weapon.
Mostly
basically,
the stormtroopers are the ones to get hit by the heavy ones, while naval personnel seem more likely to be hit by personal arms
small
fire.
Arms fire. So the plasma gunned people are in pieces, but they're not in splattered pieces. They're in like melted pieces.
Yeah. Let's see.
Brutal. How
about for the warfare check?
Mm-hmm. All right. So warfare. You can tell that some of these people were probably shot by stormtroopers while fleeing, but there's also like some of the naval personnel, and some of the stormtroopers were fired back by naval personnel. But a good portion of these guys got mowed down with something that was using that heavy weapon.
They were shooting at each other.
What?
Like, stormtroopers shot Navy guys and they shot back. Huh.
That's...
And from what you're pointing out, the remainder were shot by the heavy artillery.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It wasn't pleasant.
So
we have the Navy people, we have the stormtroopers, but we don't have the last ones.
Shall we check out the ship?
Lynn is going to she's going to so how old are these corpses? Like, does it look like super ancient, like very desiccated?
Weak at most.
Weak at most. Okay, so they're fresh enough. She is going to because it looks like it was like officers and stormtroopers firing at each other.
Yeah. Officers and also just the staff people who work at naval stuff.
She's going to kneel down next to one of the stormtroopers who are like mostly intact or the most intact, and take off the helmet.
Yeah.
Is there anything different about his face?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, it's dead, and it's
well, yeah.
There's no signs. I think what Nate's getting at is there's no signs of like some like disease or something.
Yeah, no visible signs of disease.
Like
yeah, that's what I was getting at.
We're all very nervous about the name of this ship.
Yes.
Sata's gonna get close to this non-imperial freighter. And does it have like a ramp down or something, or is it all locked up?
What'd you say again?
For this imperial, this non-imperial ship here, Sata's going to approach it.
Yeah, there's a ramp down. It's open.
Okay, I guess he'll go inside. He'll check to see if is it sealed up or can he get in.
It is open.
Awesome.
It's not sealed up.
It's open.
There do seem to
it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come with you.
He'll do it before stepping inside. He will do he will try to a sense check. To see if he can sense life in here.
Right, roll it.
That seems reasonable. Let's see. Yeah, success. So he senses if there's any living things in a short distance. So I presume that probably, given the size of freighters, that probably covers most of the ship.
Yeah, the ship, there's nothing alive inside the ship except for, some various forms of fungus.
No one's in here. Though there is, like, mold or something.
That's to be expected. All right, let's see what's in here.
Fungus of some kind.
All right, you go inside the ship, and it is basically looks like it was in the midst of being strip searched for like it was like it is kind of like various drawers are being left open. There are various rulers placed places for reference of size of things.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so one's gonna head to the cockpit. Like, who owned this ship?
You need a computers check. That will be difficulty 3 purple. If you want to roll the computers.
Yeah. Lynn will be like, she'll be like, Tama, would you mind checking into something for me?
Okay. What?
I'd like to know who owned this ship.
Okay. Computers.
Oh, and I'm supposed to be sure that the distress signal's coming from the Star Destroyer proper,
yeah,
right?
It's coming from it's coming from the Star Destroyer proper. I will say also there are obvious signs of iron weapon damage on the ship.
So yeah, this thing had just gotten like chased down and captured basically.
As usual, RMD-20 is following Sato.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on him. Well, right now he is with Lynn, so.
Yeah, no.
So what I rolled is 1 success, 1 advantage, and 1 triumph.
That's respectable.
All right. This ship was owned by a Trandoshan named Rex, a crew of about 3. They were a legitimate cargo shipping, but you also know, through looking at the research, there are various things to access a hidden cargo hold.
Basically she has access to the ship's systems now.
I was gonna say I wanted to roll skullduggery to check all the places the Imperials didn't.
Secret compartment.
Open? And I guess
you
open the secret compartment,
Yeah,
and there's
check
a lot, like about, I don't know, like 500 kilos of spice.
Oh, that's a lot.
If I were a spice dealer, this would be heaven. But I'm not.
You get the impression by various rulers placed around, though, there was also spice not hidden around the ship.
We left the weak stuff in the open so that they wouldn't find the bad stuff, the real expensive stuff.
Exactly, you get caught for the minor stuff, and
you
then
get caught
take it and let you go while you're still hiding the good stuff.
You get caught for the space equivalent of Mary Jane, so that you can unload the space equivalent of Coke.
Can I still roll skullduggery to check any other places that might not
you would not get anything of that Taba would not get from the Triumph with the machine.
Okay.
There is nothing else on the ship.
Yeah.
So since it was a Trandoshan, it's probably not sized towards table, so she's looking really tiny sitting in this chair.
Do we just?
I mean, they are probably like 2.5 tabi in height.
Let's see.
Almost.
Yep.
All right. Well, no one aboard. No, they're drug smugglers.
I mean, we're on the clock, and we're not that interested in the drugs. I think we need to keep moving.
Right.
Good call.
Let's head to the bridge.
Indeed.
That's going to be our best bet for finding out what happened here and who might have survived.
At the very least, that should be where the distress signal would be coming from, I think.
Indeed.
By the look of the fighting, I doubt they stuck around in the bridge. Mostly this will be seeing what happened at the bridge and where the crew may have gone.
Also, the bridge is mostly like where they have master computer access, so we can get their info.
Exactly.
There should be communications throughout the ship. Should we try and hail for any survivors?
It stands to reason. I don't see why not.
Like, we might be
But
able
if
to...
there was a bit of madness going around, they might not answer.
We
Maybe.
we don't have where the people who gunned the survivors of the first thing. Those guys, we don't know where they are.
Right. But we don't know what happened yet. It could have been a regular old mutiny, I suppose.
It could have been. It's up to you if you want to. We'll encounter some communications devices along the way.
I'd like to try, at least if we can find any, we can get access to them.
I mean, if nothing, they should be available in the bridge.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, let's get to the bridge first, then.
Alright, so there are two major hallways going to the back of the hangar. There are two major hallways that go with very clear signs that go to one goes to the with clear labeled signs. One is the seems to go to the crew quarters and also the crew commons and you know, stuff like that. And the other one seems to go to the biolab.
I hate to admit it, but I think we might want to split up with our time crunch.
Should we get
Query,
the out?
do you require my services?
I think that I think it would be a lot safer to send you if we want to investigate the biolab than anyone else.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you want to?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, HK?
Yeah.
Go. Statement. Go to the crew compartment and see if you can find any survivors, as is our primary mission. I shall leave the bed on red, and I shall head towards the biolab and see if there's anything worth purloining.
Please don't take any biological weapons. I would really appreciate it if we were not around those.
Statement. We can always become more proficient at dealing negotiations
Also,
to our enemies.
also do a sterilization before you leave the biolab.
I'm not sure any of us have the proper training to handle that kind of thing, would be my concern, if nothing else.
I certainly don't.
Should anyone go with him? Like, at least follow him partially on the way? So someone near him?
Taba, I would not want you to hurt yourself, nor any of my crew to hurt themselves, dealing with harmful biological contaminants.
It's literally called the plague.
He will be quite a far away if he gets into trouble.
Lynn shrugs and is like, your call.
No one will notice me.
It's up to you. If you feel that's where you need to go, I am not going to the biolab.
Yeah, like
unless there are survivors that need help. You will
I'm not
admit.
going within a country parsec of the biolab.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lynn just kind of like shrugs her shoulders and just like, do as you will. I trust HK.
Okay.
And then the rest of us should split up and check the crew quarters and the bridge.
I guess I have to go to the bridge.
Yeah, that might be wise.
Probably be pretty. We'll probably need you to access Imperial. Have any chance of accessing Imperial information? So yeah.
I'm gonna secure the front of the ship to make sure that we're not missing anything up there. And then
query: Are there any turrets or gun batteries on this research vessel?
Yes.
Statement: May it not increase our chances if we give the scavenger a reason to rethink detonating this vessel?
I would also not.
It's a negotiation tactic.
I would also not like to give him any reason to. Let's maybe save that for running up on the time limit, because I would also like to not give him any reason to start firing early.
Indeed.
Like my negotiation grenade.
Oh, by the way, the ship's name, because you got the computers, the ship's name was the Lucky Chance.
Oh no, it wasn't so lucky.
I'm just going. Out of character in spirit, I give a fond salute.
Telling you guys, cordyceps.
Some
These guys all got fungi in their brains.
You know what that makes them? Fun guys.
Look, I'm just gonna say I've had enough of that in a different game I'm in relatively recently. Let's stay away from that.
All right, so
which one was that?
That was Warframe, bud.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You remember you ran it?
Yeah, there was an infestation. It was a bad scene all around. No one was happy with how that ended. Well, no, people were happy with how it ended. It just didn't.
Nobody was happy with the process.
Gross adventure.
It really was.
All right, so yeah, HK and Lynn heading to the biolab hallway.
Is Lynn heading towards biolab too?
I mean,
she said she trusted him.
Yeah, she says she trusts HK.
Lynn,
like,
I thought Lynn was. Are you heading to the bridge, or are you going with Seda to?
Lynn wanted to go to the bridge.
Okay.
I'll head with Seda to the crew quarters.
HK is gonna stealth his way to biolab.
All right, so first off, everyone give me an endurance roll. You all get 2 boosts from having oxygen rebreathers. And anyone who's not human gets an extra boost.
Yay.
What if we're immune to all diseases?
Yeah,
then you don't have to worry about this.
You do not have to make this roll.
It is anyone who is heading not to the biolab, it is 2 purple. Anyone who is heading to the biolab, it is 1 red, 1 purple.
Only one person's going to the biolab.
Only HK
and he doesn't care.
All right.
So this is resilience.
Yeah, resilience. Yeah.
Resilience. Oh, I am so glad that I have that upgrade.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everyone who's not human
What's
gets
this
3 boosts. Anyone who is human gets 2 boosts. So Zeta, you only get 2.
You said it's
right.
You said it's 2 purple.
Yeah.
If you're not going.
Yeah. It's okay. I roll force dice.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I'm rolling the I don't have any points in resilience. And yet, thanks to those boosts, I have 4 success. We might as well put this in chat. 4 successes, 2 threat.
Nice.
Oh, we all did good, except for me, apparently.
I mean, you still succeeded. That's the important. You maybe will take some strain from the threat, but.
All right, yeah. So, anyone who got advantage gain strain back. Anyone who got threat take some strain. And we're gonna go with HK. You first in your solo sneaking mission. All right, so you first come going down this hallway. You come to a kind of a fork in the road, a 3-way fork. Only it's 2-way because the actual way to the biolabs is now sealed by several layers of bulkhead doors, with just the words "containment breach" flashing on in strobing letters nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna send an image of that to somebody's PDA.
Well then,
why don't you just come back?
There are 2 ways forward from here. There is one that, according to the there are maps everywhere because no one wants to get lost in a battleship. And there is the lower biolab bypass, which will lead you to the engineering, as the engineering entrance, which also hooks up to a power cell maintenance, which will can lead you to an officer row bypass. There's also the upper biolab bypass, which will lead you to a medical station or the crew commons, and both those connect to the security station.
Let's go towards medical. There might be hurt people there.
Give me a. Can someone flip me a coin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not have any coins at home at all.
Where is
Cost, that's terrible.
Where
all your coins go?
I don't have physical money. I haven't had any since last summer, I think.
He's like, I'm a digital man now.
Is everything digital for you now?
Okay.
Mostly, I hardly ever have cash anymore.
It's a shame.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, Ed.
We select her on the wallet.
No, just tell me if it's head or tails. He doesn't get to
Okay. Delta Green logo will be heads.
Yeah.
And it's heads.
Alright, so that determines where one thing is. So...
Okay. Oh, no.
Give me a stealth check, first, HK.
I guess using my Delta Green challenge coin was appropriate.
If worrying.
Let's see. That's going to be a yellow, 3 green, and 3 blue. And the difficulty?
Let me see. 2 red. That is, that will be, 2 red. Add a threat to whatever your result is.
Jeebus! What if I... Okay, so I got 1 success, and I got 4 advantage and 1 threat.
So,
the threat counts. That counts. So you got 3 advantage because the threat cancels out one of your advantage.
Alright, you could give me a perception check if you want.
Oh god, is there like a stealth off going on? Is that what's happening?
I mean, this one won't be hard because this isn't something that is particularly trying to hide.
A yellow and a green. And the difficulty?
2 purple.
2 successes and an advantage.
Alright, so you see off in down a corridor, there's something clip-clomp clanking, making some noise. And you see off in the distance a very tall stormtrooper holding a very large gun. It moves almost robotically up and down the
yeah, send that image to everyone. Messaging them query, should I try and have contact with said stormtrooper?
Yeah, it is with your advantage, you can tell this is definitely some type of droid.
Oh, it's a droid. It's not a stormtrooper.
But it is looks completely like a stormtrooper.
What do you think?
Meanwhile, Zach is just screaming.
I won't be able to sense them.
No, you don't recognize what this is?
I have a good idea.
Okay, good.
I'm not thrilled about that if they're what I think they are. But that's not a lot I can do about that. I wouldn't recommend, let me put it this way, HK, I'd either stay hiding or maybe use your specialized negotiation skills.
Nope. We don't want to alert it that we're on the ship.
A fair point.
Yeah, by the way, the gun it's holding is, man-portable, some type of man-portable weapon. No rule requires it. Also, it has a jetpack on its back.
Oh my
That's inside a Star Destroyer, but
look, it can go really fast if it wants to.
More likely, it will leave the freaking Star Destroyer, and that's the problem.
I would almost suggest you double back at this rate between the clear containment breach of something biological.
Well, I'll get that, but meanwhile, that's happening. You guys. Yeah, go back in time a little. Because, you know, that took all time, and you guys were heading down to a place.
Which set of you guys?
All the rest of you, because you're all getting down the same hallway.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be before we're splitting up.
Yeah, because, yeah, the crew commons is way before the bridge.
Charlie, I will ask something. Using my roll earlier, can I, like, say, commit my force die to basically sustaining sense so that I can see it as just basically sensing for life as he goes? Is that okay with you?
Sure,
I don't know that that's a. I don't think that's a specific power unlock with this. So I'm just wondering if that's something you would let me do. Because the book kind of. Yeah, there's no specific upgrade for sustaining it, and the book usually like I think the book suggests for stuff like that. Like generally, the book says it lasts as long as you can, though the GM may basically say
it might require as long as you want it to. If you commit a dice, and also you'll take a step back for noticing anything that isn't in like using that.
That isn't what? Yeah, that is fair. Sure.
Right. So, yeah, you guys head down the crew quarters hallway and are soon in the crew commons. There are various bodies strewn about the commons, but it is pretty empty. There is a door that leads to the mess hall, and also one that leads into a common shower. There are also, a passageway to the upper biolab bypass. There is a passage that leads you to the actual proper crew dorms, the actual sleeping areas. There is one that will lead you to a security station, and one that will lead you to officers' a hallway that will lead you to officers' row, which is where the officers' commons and stuff is.
I suggest Seda and I sweep this stuff immediately around here, and then we head towards the officers' facilities.
I'll say, Seda, since you're keeping saying, you notice some of these guys are still alive, just unconscious.
Not everyone here's dead. Some of these guys are breathing. Yeah, they're just they're alive at the very least.
They seem to be breathing.
I can feel it.
They have some like fungus on them.
Medicine check.
Are you gonna medically examine one?
Yeah.
Before you can, everyone who's in that room, give me a fear check.
Oh, great. What's fear check?
That is
cool.
Discipline, I believe, actually.
Discipline, yeah, discipline or cool, I think are both applicable to fear.
All right.
Which would be better, 2 yellow or 1 yellow and 2 green?
1 yellow and 2 green's more likely to result, I think, in success in general, but obviously the more yellows will give more triumph.
What's difficulty level?
Let's see. Difficulty is 2 purple, except for you, because you are up close in this guy's face. You get a red and a purple.
1. I think I'll take my chances, and I think I'll also flip a light side point.
All right.
It's not like we are lacking them. And for all that, I only get a success, 1 success, 1 advantage.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I wanted to pass this. I probably really wanted to pass this.
All right, so what'd you get?
1 success, 1 advantage.
Nate, you were BRB'd.
You can tell me in the chat. It's.
Oh well, it's kind of immediately important because we're rolling.
Okay.
2 purple difficulty fear check, either discipline or cool.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, we found bodies. Seda sensed that some of them weren't dead, and we don't yet know what's causing the fear check, but Gar had approached one to examine.
So it's discipline, right?
Yeah.
Discipline or was it
discipline or cool? I believe are the 2 things you can.
So 2 purple.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, geez. I got 5 successes and 2 threat.
All right. Yeah. Since you didn't fail, you don't get any conflict, or with your 2 threat though, you do gain strain. With your triumph, you'll be able to react to this before even anyone who got threat got strain. Before even because one of them, because you were able to sense this, as one of the fungus things you sensed began to grow active, as if something was telepathically transmitting to it. And the guy you're trying to examine, Gar, springs to life and begins to scream as his neck cranks back, as several others do in synchronous with this guy.
All right, and so Seda gets like a reaction here.
Yeah.
This isn't really a roll, but can his reaction basically be to pull Gar back?
Yeah, sure. You can
to a bit of safety, because he's not going to. He'll also, if you'll let me, like, just draw his lightsaber to have it in hand.
Yeah, sure.
That's ignite it defensively, but he's not going to attack them until they are.
All right, everyone, roll initiative in the comments. Roll initiative.
So that was a roll for everyone in the commons?
Yeah.
All 4.
Okay. Wasn't actually in the commons. I thought.
You have to get...
we haven't hit the point where we split off yet.
Okay, never mind then.
We all you have to go through this area to get to the bridge.
Cool is the check.
Yeah.
Cool. It is.
And you're being surprised by this, so.
No. So it would be vigilance.
Yeah. Vigilance.
Vigilance would be the check. I would argue possibly cool. Well, I guess we didn't expect them to be hostile necessarily.
Oh,
it's about the same for me either way. So.
That's good.
Oh, I get. Well, I also get to use my power, so I have.
Let's see.
Boost, 2 green.
And there are 5 of these guys.
You can't roll nothing.
Yeah, you can.
You have to roll something.
No, you can totally get a nothing as a result.
It's just blank.
Oh Jesus!
You can. That is totally possible in the system. Remember?
I forgot. Maybe I blocked it. Maybe that was like I didn't want to remember.
Let's see if I can actually use this ability. Nope, of course I can't.
Let me just roll.
So if I had failed the fear check, I probably would have been tempted to use Dark Side here, but I didn't.
They're all acting group, and they got 1 success. That puts it. Let's see. So it's Lynn got her. So PC. PC. What'd you get? Zach.
2 success, 2 threat.
Wait, how'd you get threat?
Oh, I was running against the difficulty. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
2 success, 1 advantage. I had my difficulty up still from last time.
PC,
great job.
It still wasn't a great roll. I've of course rolled Dark Side on both my force dice, so I don't get my initiative power.
Alright, and then Alright, so PC, these guys, and then PC again. So who's going first? They're all within short range of you guys.
How many are there?
There was 5 of them.
Okay.
I did get the triumph.
Oh yeah, triumph. If you got a triumph, you get an immediate maneuver.
Yeah.
So,
I will murder their face.
You can't murder their face with a maneuver.
I will. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I will get further away from. I will create further space between me and them.
All right, so yeah, you moved it down the hall.
Gonna head back to
range.
medium range.
Yeah. All right.
And draw my pistol.
Well,
Actually,
that's also a maneuver. I think draw unless you have quick draw.
You should really negotiate with these people. Heavily negotiate with them.
Yeah,
I have a negotiation grenade.
I do have my vibro sword if I'm desperate.
Alright, so yeah, you moved to medium range. Alright, first PC slot, go.
Who wants to go? Okay, here's the question. Someone aggressive can go first if they want to start shooting, because Seda won't attack them until they attack first, so. But I could also have Seda set up a defensive stance.
I think I know what's going on, and I'm just gonna shoot.
I want me to toss a grenade?
No, not on a ship.
No, that's fine. These ships are meant to have to still be okay.
I mean, it's just fragmentation grenades.
Yeah.
Do you have any concussion grenade? It'd probably be pretty useful.
Nope. I'm almost out of explosives because no one gets me money or explosives.
Hey, there's probably maybe a lot.
I guess
explosives
I
on the
still
ship.
have 1 concussion grenade, but it's back on the ship.
I suppose I'll say, are these things clearly moving in inhuman ways?
Yes, even though these are human bodies.
All right, you know what? I say Taby goes first and tosses a grenade before any of us. While she can differentiate between she can not hit Lynn and I.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good. So you said PC enemies, PC.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be.
No, PC. It's all PCs then enemy then PC. Table was the only one to roll worse than them.
Well, yeah, I'm only rolling 1 green
All PC.
for vigilance, so
I'm
not a combat one. Difficulty?
Difficulty is I guess this is a range attack at short range, so 1 purple.
Okay. Two success, 5 advantage.
Alright, and how do grenades work in? Each one engage, like...
First I have to... first I'm going to spend on blast.
Yeah. Yeah, spend advantage on blast. That hits, like, people who are engaged with them, right?
6 I think blast 6. I think it's.
So it'll hit all of them. If you use blast. So how much damage did that do?
Damage is 8. Plus 1 for the extra success. Then I guess.
Yeah.
Does blast do extra damage or just do the?
I don't think blast does extra damage. It just lets you spread out the damage to multiple people.
I would also presume it's armor piercing.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, it's fragmentation.
Oh, let's see what the frag grenade said. Frag grenade. Or I guess let's look at the rules for. Let's refresh the rules for blast real quick. Maybe is the better idea. Because yeah, blast 6. You also crit the one you threw it at. I think the way grenades works is the blast lets them do damage to like other people around the target, not just the target. Otherwise, like most of the damage
but
is
I think
done.
it's an activated thing. You need to spread and try.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do. You need to spend. You need to spend advantage. But yes, I will go look up the rules for blast. From style. No, descriptors. Let's see. Blast. The weapon has an area of effect. If attack is successful and blast activates, each character engaged with the original target suffers damage equal to the weapon's blast rating, plus an additional wound per success as usual.
So the rest of them get 7 then?
Yeah, you said it was it one success?
I got 2 successes.
2 success. So since the blast rating 6, everybody other than the target takes 8, and I assume the target takes 8 plus the weapon's base damage. Is how I would assume that.
Damage 8 on the weapon itself.
So the main target would take 16 damage. If the blast okay, yeah. So you hit, so you don't need to spend, yeah.
So cool.
And then I guess.
Yeah, so that's it.
Crit on the
anybody engaged with the target. Yeah, you can roll.
Well, you have to either spend on blast or critting.
She got 5 advantage. I think he can. What's or 4?
Yeah.
No, 5. 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said 5.
Yeah.
What's the critical is 4? So no, you can't crit if you spend it on blast. This blast is 2.
But what can I spend it on?
Anything
I'm just doing
in
the math right now. I think
combat table. That's 3.
The weapon only has blast and limited ammo. That's all there is on them.
Well, right, but you can still do the normal stuff like give advantages to people, knock the target down. The target itself might be out. Then I don't.
So you did you did 16 to the main target and then 8 to everything.
8 to everybody engaged with the main target.
I guess. Yeah, I'll do the advantage.
Right.
Shuffle. Seems to be the best option.
All right.
So, as in, what does that mean? What do you mean?
Next character and
oh yeah, next character.
Someone specific.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who specifically then?
Lynn.
Right.
She seems to be the one that goes and does.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, Tava just threw a grenade at all these guys.
Nice.
Tava blew a bunch of them. Is the main target of her thing down?
Yes, it was. Yeah, that guy is now a stains on the sides of the wall. The other one's got pieces of shrapnel stuck in their various bits, but are still alive.
Okay, I guess.
Kind of doing that whole twitching their head rapidly thing at you.
Okay. Lynn is just like, Zaid.
Yeah.
These are dead, aren't they?
I don't think they're. I think they're beyond our ability to save in any case.
I I would say with your sense, they are still alive.
They're
You know that.
Well, they're alive, but he doesn't know if they have like any control or sense. Like they're alive in a strictly biological sense, but
Yeah.
actually, you know what? I know what I can. There's something I can do on my turn. I can check if you want. If they
Go
have.
ahead. I don't want to start cutting up innocent people.
All right. I will take an unconventional action then.
Yeah.
I will use my sense power to attempt to see if there's any thoughts left. Like, basically try and get a sense if there is still a person in there or if they're just a husk.
Alright, give me a roll on that.
Let me...
Also, sorry again that my BRB was on just a single second. It was, Gunny, my cat, is sick right now. He's got a cold.
Oh.
So I was cleaning up his vomit and such. Because he's got a cold or a fever or something.
Cats vomit all the time regardless of health.
Oh yeah, no, but his ears are like super hot right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I succeed. So...
Alright, you get...
I pick one of them.
What are you gonna read the thoughts of?
Just one of the troopers.
Alright, the trooper?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any thought.
You do get thoughts. They're kind of like subdued, like they're under the influence of some type of drug or something. They aren't like husks. There's still like something back there, but something else is in control right now.
It's like they're drugged. They're there, but something else is controlling them.
I should also point out, these guys are all wearing Imperial... No.
Yeah.
Innocent civilians might be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, they're combatants, even if they're not in control themselves. Like Sata's not necessarily saying don't be lethal, because they're like, this is still very much self-defense, or so.
Yeah, like Lynn is going to do that. It's just she wanted to know.
That was his action, so he's going to take. I'll just take it. His maneuver will be a defensive stance.
All right. I guess up next PC.
Powers or actions, alas.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
I will say up to the individual if they want to try and subdue them, or the thing is, Sata has not the first clue how you would go about curing this, so he's not sure what to do, and we certainly can't save them, take them aboard our ship in this state. So,
I negotiated with them.
So they are in fact coming our way, right?
Yeah, they're doing that like that freaking head twitch rapidly thing, and their limbs are bending in ways that human limbs aren't really supposed to.
The best I could say is that if this is some kind of hive mind thing, if we can find the source and destroy it, maybe that will free them. But I would even hesitate to call that an educated guess.
Indeed, we just have the current threat, as one comes closer to her, she will ignite her saber and cut it down.
All right. So you're gonna maneuver to engage with them with your maneuver, right? Because we determined last time you don't.
Yeah, we found out you do actually have to take it. You do have to actually take a maneuver to move into engagement.
Is something engaging her right now?
No,
they haven't moved yet.
Yeah,
we're in short range of them.
Lynn will then just take a defensive action.
Actually, one thing I will say, did Tebe move? What did Tebe do with her maneuver?
Did
you move away, draw another weapon?
Pull the grenade out, I guess.
Oh yeah, you would have had to pull the grenade out. Good call.
All right. So you're just defensive actioning for now.
Yeah. She draws her saber and ignites it, and
double defense,
and then we'll double down on defense. Yeah.
So you get 2 defense since you can drop your action for a maneuver too.
Yeah.
All right. So they're all gonna move on Taba because you are the greatest threat right now. Are
they smart enough to tell that? That's interesting.
Yeah, that is information. They do seem to be aware that how grenades work to some capacity, or at least whatever is directing them seems to be aware.
Yeah.
Because
I imagine Win and Seda both look slightly surprised when with their lightsabers out, and actually I suppose you would have single defense because you'd have taken a maneuver to draw lightsaber.
Yeah.
Alright, so
doesn't matter.
Taba, these things have a special thing called fearsome. Give me a fear check. Versus whenever they engage you, you have to make a fear check. Give me a fear check, and since they're a group engaging you, it is 1 red.
This is not going to go well.
Yeah.
So, cool or disappointing?
I rolled 2 advantage and 2 threats.
So, nothing?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing.
I didn't succeed.
Alright, so, yeah, and now...
You didn't fail either. That's the important part.
I'll leave it, Charlie. I don't know how this works, so I don't know if there is a difference between failing and not succeeding in this case or not.
I wouldn't know either way. Like, if you...
Well, what does the description of whatever this is say?
It says make a fear check.
Oh, well then what's the description of fear checks say?
I think that's in Force, in Destiny. Let's see.
Because it'll either say on do this if they don't succeed, or do this if they fail. But
fear. 3, 2, 6. All right.
326, you said?
Yeah, I think that's where it says in the index.
Let's try and find that. Fear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fear.
Countered by the discipline stool. Typically countered by discipline. If the character has time to prepare for the encounter, he may optionally occasionally use cool instead at the GM's discretion. Trimming the difficulty.
Yeah, effects of fear. Failure.
GM may add setbacks to represent other aspects of the situation, such as surprise. May also add boosts. The character's resolve is supported by powerful allies or other aids. Effects of fear. Failure is the cat, so it's not a failure. So failure. So I guess just nothing happens because there's it.
Yeah.
There's suggested minimum. So failure is add setback to each action in the encounter. Threat does something. Despair does something. Success, advantage, triumph. Ooh, actually, there's a thing. Charlie.
What?
Triumph suggests or ensure, one of the options it says for Triumph is ensure the character need not make any additional fear checks during the encounter. So it's say to be
well, we already did what
fear.
Triumph did earlier, so
fair enough. It did give him something else. So
yeah,
good call.
All right, so I guess nothing happens with that.
Yeah, it's literally just doesn't lead to.
All right, so
I mean, success is the character avoids any fear effects, but it doesn't really. So I guess it's up to you if I suppose it's just it doesn't really say concrete
all right,
rules. So
anyways, let's move on to the herding. These guys are gonna try and wall up you. Let's see. So, what is your do you have any defense, Taba?
Nope.
All right. So yeah, it's just standard 2. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna flip a dark side to a light to upgrade their check. So.
Okay, we're back to 7 and 1 then.
Yeah. So. 3. Alright. Success and advantage. So. Let's see. What's the arm damage do again?
What's unarmed?
Yeah.
I think it's literally just your brawn and damage. I don't think it deals unless you have equipment. It's just brawn.
All right, so let's see. 3 plus.
And then with unarmed though, you can choose, I believe, to do strain or.
Alright, so 4.
And then you can choose to do strain.
Let's see. Take a let's see. Let me just see what you can do with advantage.
Same things as normal, I would assume.
Yeah, let me just what? Let's see. Alright, so they're gonna pass the boost forward to the next character, which is themselves. And, yeah, and, that is their, yeah, they do 5 damage to Taba. 5 wounds.
Okay, so I take 2.
Alright.
So they're not particularly threatening, at least.
Well, they did 20% of my health.
Okay, I guess. I mean,
and
compared to other stuff we've been fighting, 5 damage is pretty low.
Technically, one of you guys should have gone after them, but
no, yeah, Gar hasn't gone yet.
Oh, Gar.
And the other thing is,
yeah,
they're human and she's not. You probably really don't want to be touched by them, Sid. You probably really don't.
Alright, so, Gar, what are you gonna do?
I will shoot them in the face.
Alright, they're engaged with, Taba, so, you know, upgrade the difficulty to shoot them for medium range.
What's the total difficulty then with 1 setback?
No, it's not setback, it's the upgrade.
It's an upgrade. So it'd be medium range, that would be 1 red, 1 purple to hit them.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. 2 success and 2 threat.
Alright, take 2 strain, as you have to strain to aim. Did you want to do anything with your maneuvers beforehand?
Not particularly, since I'm at medium range.
Alright.
Also, are you firing are you firing lethal or stun?
Oh, lethal.
Alright,
Okay.
so, how much damage you do again?
Let me double check.
Well, I guess, yeah, how much damage you do?
The gun does...
I mean, technically you only have to fire above waist height, and you eliminate the chance of hitting Taba.
Which is very true. 7 damage.
Alright, 7 damage. Alright, yeah, you take out another one of these guys as, yeah, blow their head, you know, a good shot to the head, causes them to knock back. There's still, 3 of them left. Alright, and, top of the round, I believe, Taba, you're up first.
Huh.
Do you have any weapons other than grenades?
I do have a light blaster.
Yeah, don't you have one of the special light blasters that used to belong to one of your allies?
Yeah, it's got a cut-off barrel, so it's just super short range,
or,
but easy to hide.
I mean, I suppose shooting him in the crotch would work, but the head's probably the better target.
So maneuvers, but it's not drawn, so I would have to spend my maneuver to draw it.
Yep.
Well, I think if it's got short barrel, it might have quick draw. Check if
No, it's not that. I don't think it's that way. Shortened barrel, it's easier to hide, but not easier to draw.
Yeah, it adds setbacks to attempts to find it, I believe. If it's
reduces difficulty to conceal it.
Or yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll draw and fire.
All right.
Well, remember you can also take 2 strain for an extra maneuver if you'd like to say move out of engaged first, because I think you take a penalty for firing while engaged.
Yeah, not as much with a pistol than you would with a rifle, but.
Well, that means they would engage me again, and I would end up in another fear check.
If you're still the biggest threat when they go next, remember that Lynn and I will go before they go again. Their assessment may change.
No, I'll just draw and fire.
Yeah. All right, so that is that'll be 1 purple, and what's the penalty for shooting a pistol and engaged?
Let me check. I will check this thing.
1 difficulty.
All right.
So 2 purple. Just make sure to check my up. There. Three success, 4 advantage.
Alright, what are you spending your advantage on? Remember, critical hitting a minion will instantly take out a minion.
Yeah, but I think I will take him out anyway, probably. So yeah, I'll just pass on like boosts.
Oh right, I could have done that. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can't remember. Remind me, is Taba considered technically silhouette 0?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a dumb idea.
Alright, so what are you doing with your
Don't
advantage?
you fucking dare.
I pass on boost.
Alright, yeah.
Same as last turn.
Alright, so next person and also to Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do 5 plus 2, 7 damage.
Alright. We had 7. So 8 and
I probably should have asked at some point, how many of these guys are there?
There was 5 to start with, and
yeah, I was repeatedly saying there was 5, then there was 4, then now there's 3, and let's see,
Okay, sorry. Oh.
And how much damage again? 7?
7.
Yeah, that takes another one out. There's 2 of them left. Alright, yeah. 2 left, still engaged with Taba. Who's next?
Okay. Alright, I guess I won't do the stupid thing since there's only 2 next, and in theory, Seda and Lynn can end the fight right here, so,
and you both of you have a boost, so.
Nice.
Well.
Seda will move in, and, Seda will, maneuver to be engaged with them, and, attempt to take one out with his lightsaber.
Alright, roll that attack. Oh, I guess you're engaging with them, so roll a fear. Well, you already got, yeah, roll a fear.
Is it if they engage with me, or if I engage? Does that still affect if I engage with them?
Look up the whenever adversary becomes engaged.
Okay, fair enough. I will roll. What's the difficulty again?
Because there's multiple of them still. 1 red.
Okay. 1 red. 2 successes and a threat.
2 successes and a threat. Alright, yeah. Take a strain and well, I guess yeah. Your 3 successes, you neutralize any strain you would take.
Okay, so just don't even take strain.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Alright. And roll that attack.
Do they have any defense?
No.
Melee defense? Well, then again, if it's from armor, I think we... No, I guess we don't ignore defense from armor, just soak from armor, I think. Alright, so my incredibly skilled 1 yellow, 1 green. That's okay. There's nothing like flanking boosts in this game, are there? Is there?
Nope.
No.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so. Yeah. I don't remember there being any, but... nope, just a single advantage, so...
Okay.
So I'll just pass a boost along to or wait, hold on. I forgot to roll my boost. Let me see if the boost would add anything to that. Nope, it rolled a blank, so
Great job.
good job. So he just kind of harries them and makes it easier for Lynn to come in, so I'll pass a boost along to the next person, who is Lynn.
So you have 2 boosts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's going to step in and cleave. And for the fear check,
Yeah.
it's just against 1 red, right?
Right. As long as there's still multiple of them, because
Okay, I got 2 advantage and a triumph. What does the triumph do?
you will not have to roll fear checks against this type of enemy again.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then I got 3 successes and 2 advantage for cutting down a Zambizo. Which is 2 advantage. I should have actually rolled 1 stronger, but that's okay, whatever. It'll be looks like 10, 13 damage.
Right. Yeah. You cut 1 in twain. Alright, and then, that means it's time for the last one to go, which is gonna attack you, Lynn.
Okay.
Desperately, you have any defense?
Do you have any defense by default? You don't have the maneuver.
I have 1 melee defense.
Oh yeah, I guess, is that from your, lightsaber?
Yes.
Yeah, because...
From your style, right? Specialization? Or...
I
no,
think
it's just
actually...
the lightsaber. My lightsaber in particular gives me that.
Oh!
Right,
okay,
yeah, because it's
okay.
hilted.
Nice.
Alright, so,
From your cross guard.
yeah. Let's see, and then it's 1 setback, and then 2... Alright, and they got a threat, so they take a... what are you gonna use that threat for?
I'll deal strain.
Alright. And, Gar, you're up.
Can you use a maneuver to switch weaponry?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
assume so.
I want to use my maneuver to grab the reinforced cortosis fiber sword
Yeah?
and slash an MF.
Well, you're already in medium range.
You are too far away to do that.
Well, okay, then I'll draw the sword and maneuver closer because I don't want to shoot in the melee with one.
All right.
I'm less confident than I can.
You're less confident now that the allies outnumber the enemies. Also,
well, that too, and also Tebe is after his house.
All right. So yeah, top of the round now. David, what?
Yeah.
Cloth?
Sorry, I totally blanked that I was top of the round.
It's all good, man.
I was like, I rolled poorly. I'm at the bottom. Yeah, I guess keep blasting them fools.
There is a single fool left.
Yeah.
Do you wish to blast this singular fool?
Yes, I will make him a fool.
Good.
2 success, 5 advantage.
That's a very solid blast in a fool.
Yeah, I'll just make it a crit and make this fight over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, alright, yeah, the fight ends as, you blow away the last one. All your opponents here are dead. And at that point where you get the transmission about HK finding the robot there.
So that happens. Seda advises that he either remains stealth or attack, because it's probably hostile.
Yeah.
And then Gar says, no, please remain stealth. We don't want them to know we're here if possible.
Well, now after us being attacked by telepathic...
We can probably assume the droid is not on the same side as these things.
Yeah, fair.
I'm going to at least assume until proven otherwise that they cannot take over machines.
To be fair, but remember, this is also an Imperial droid.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a... Well, we don't know what it is, but until proven otherwise, I'm not going to assume it's a bio somehow
and
like
And the ship is on quarantine. And we're here.
I assume they're keeping the quarantine, but that would be... But yeah, alright, this is not what I expected to find. I say we should at least
This
still
isn't
get
what you expected to find? Really? I
It's
expected this.
called the plague.
I expected there... Look, I expected there to be something, but a plague doesn't mean a fungus that takes over people's brains or whatever. That is a little bit beyond even my ability to predict. That said, I still would like to get to a communication system in case there are still unaffected survivors somewhere on the ship that we can try hailing.
Of course. Now that we've seen this, we know for a fact that they're not gonna have a hard time distinguishing who is infected and who isn't.
Right, there are communication panels in the commons.
Are they like open? Can we use them, or are we gonna require some access?
Yeah, they're like the ones Han Solo used on the Death Star.
Okay.
So yeah, just whatever.
He's just gonna try hailing all channels basically, and
yeah, you give a hail on all channels, and I'll say you eventually get report back. You hear a woman's voice going, "Who's on this channel?"
This is Seda of the Bed on Red. We've heard your distress signal.
So let me just see if
We're here to check for survivors.
all right. Let me see. This is Lieutenant Treble, acting captain of the VDS Plague. We've got several survivors here, held up near the brig. Assistance would be most gracious. Be aware there is a high-end military droid patrolling around the outer sections and gunning down any biological
Are any of your people infected?
No, we've dealt with any affected within our ranks.
So that's what we saw at the
hangar.
Yeah,
hangar.
So that's what we saw at the hangar then.
Well, I haven't seen anything at the hangar yet. Most of this is just bridge staff and a couple of stormtroopers.
That was probably the droid. What is the infection?
I don't know. That was above our pay grade.
Let's worry about that in a minute. Is there any way to shut down the droid remotely?
No, the droid is a completely autonomous unit.
Well,
we've tried.
It was worth a try. All right. Okay, did she say brig or bridge?
Brig.
Brig. If we arrive, are you able to get out, or are we gonna need to disable any? Are we gonna need to like gain access somehow first?
We have full control of the brig. You'll just need to identify yourselves before entering.
Will you need any life support in order to enter the greater ship?
We have breath masks. Do you require us to retrieve any supplies for you?
Additional breath masks would help, but most of our men are using spare stormtrooper armor to insulate themselves.
I'll see if we can pick some up.
I'll keep an eye out myself as well. Yeah.
We've got about a dozen survivors here.
Gotcha. If since you're holed up in there, do you know of these? How many infected are you aware of on this ship? Like
that is a complete unknown. None of the bridge staff had any briefings on what the exact nature of biological contaminants that we are transporting.
Very well.
We are on the clock because presumably your bosses are just wanting the ship gone. Is there anything else we need to know, or anything else that needs to be recovered from the ship?
From what I've heard, there might be a large biological threat on the ship somewhere. We're piecing together what our former captain had with notes.
And to speak to that, as I just stated, there is somebody outside with an Imperial contract to blow the ship. So I don't know how welcome you are going to be in Imperial forces anymore.
Probably that is probably due. They probably do not. We haven't been able to transmit anything since the SOS. Probably assumed that everyone's dead on the ship.
Oh, there are ships in the hangar.
I don't think they care that you're dead. To be frank.
Sid will remain silent. As far as he's concerned, that is their problem to deal with. We don't need it since they seem to be able-bodied and there are working shuttles. We will not need to take them aboard. Just get them to the hangar.
What is this? Yeah.
Could you repeat
what
that?
type of demolition force is it?
Just some scrappers.
Contractors. Yeah, probably there's not a way to wave them off from that order.
Nope.
Unless we can get to our ships.
I don't even think that would do it, to be frank.
It took some hard negotiation for us to even get on here to search for
and no local nearby Imperial forces to call them off, so you're probably gonna have to get here quick.
Right. Is there anything else we need to grab before we head to your location?
Nothing needed. Like we said, we insulating ourselves with spare stormtrooper armor and the medical supplies in the brig. There are about 12 of us. None of us need a medical attention.
All right, we'll be there as fast as we can.
The Empire is indebted to you.
I assume we all
Maybe it's just looking really grumpy all this conversation.
I don't know about you, but Lynn's just like, I could use the Empire being indebted to me.
Seta's just like amused because he's like, well, there's something I never thought I'd hear.
Yeah.
But,
Indeed. Can I duck into the dorms real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Skullduggery to find anything important, but also to find additional rebreathers.
All right. In the you won't find those in the dorms because what? Those are the places in the bunks where
They might
sleep.
be in people's packs. It's also if there's a hull breach.
yeah. That'd be also more of a, I think, just perception, not skullduggery, unless they are hidden somehow. I think instead we'd be looking for, probably, given this is a military ship, we're probably going to be looking for labeled first aid stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, now, to be fair, there was probably first aid stations all over the ship, and not just in the medical wing. But
like a wall first aid case, in case you need it. But like the
Right.
medical wing is where they have the Bacta tanks and stuff.
Right, but difficulty to flip it.
To flip what?
To check the dorms.
For what?
Anything important.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Right, difficulty.
Difficulty 3 purple.
I mean, assuming these troops are
One
right,
success.
I mean, it's more like there might not be that much useful there, so fine. And there's a lot of dorms because, hey, this is a freaking fully functional, like, there are 1,000 stormtroopers on here, in addition to all, like, the, well, like, at 500 probably, half a legion. But still, like, there's a bunch of, like, maintenance and people working guns and people to work guns on their off ships and cooks and...
oh,
Yeah, so,
But yeah,
right. There's
one
a lot
success.
of non-combat personnel as well, or at least people who's active duty. Anyway,
yeah, so, one success. You find a, I would say, looking for useful things, you find a, journal.
Yep, into the back. Not bothering reading, just into the back.
yeah, time is of the essence. But Seta will turn to Lynn and be like, so probably the lightsabers are going away for the rest of this.
Why? They're
I-
dead.
Maybe so, but I would rather not test their loyalty to the Empire's hatred of Jedi compared to their recent gratitude to us, if we can avoid it.
You get
She shrugs.
you get a call in from Mila. Hey, I'm in some type of cold storage, and there's some messed up looking bodies in here.
Stay away from them. They might. Seta will basically. There's some kind of infection that's some kind of fungal hive mind infection that's affecting troops. Any that look dead may still be alive and be able to attack you.
Well, these aren't mostly troops. A couple of them are alien, and yeah.
They're probably the crew to that ship in the hangar. In any case, I'd be very wary of them. As far as we've encountered we've encountered a group of Imperial survivors. We're making our way to rescue them so that we can get them to the hangar and they can fly away.
Yeah, and by that you mean we are going to take them prisoner and get their information out of them, right?
They outnumber us, and we don't have any good way to take prisoners. So no, that is not currently on the agenda, I think.
Yeah,
We can still attempt to check. We
Yeah.
can still attempt to check their computer systems, but
Fine. Just, don't prioritize rescuing a bunch of Imperial guys who were involved with... She shoots something. You hear gun, blaster shots. Just to make sure. That were involved with whatever type of war crimes were going on in here.
according to the woman there, none of them are aware what was happening in the lab.
By the way, is the things that you saw in cold storage, are any of them at Trandoshan?
We got, let's see, no, we got, 2 Doros, that one's Devorian, male, 2 humans, 3 humans, oh, that used to be human,
Interesting. So, the captain of that ship is still unaccounted for.
yeah.
Well, let's continue.
I'm gonna check some of the AT-ATs for, additional ammunitions for our demo specialist.
Excellent. Sure. Just, try and hide or get things quietly back to the ship. It's probably best if the Imperials don't see us making off with their stuff.
What are they gonna do about it?
Shoot us with a dozen or so guns I am sure they are armed with.
You act like you haven't fought like 12 stormtroopers at once before.
It was not a pleasant experience. Have you noticed the burn on my face?
Yeah, you should get that checked.
Yes, duly noted.
Lynn is checking a map. What's the fastest way to the brig?
Alright, let me pull up my personal map. Alright.
Is there a wall-mounted one with a arrow pointing you are here?
Yeah, alright, fastest way to the brig is to go to Officers Row, then through Officers Row, go through the Officers' Commons, then through, System Control, and then through, the, Command, and then there's a elevator to the brig. You have to actually go through the bridge to get to the brig. No, wait, I messed up. I was reading bridge instead. No, it's an officer. Oh wait, there are 2 ways. Either go to Office Row, go to the Officers Row bypass next to the power cell maintenance. There's a beta security station you go through, and then there's detention. There's another way where you can go through Officers Row proper, go through the systems control, and then go through the security beta, and then to the detention center.
What Sam will bring up with Tebe, if your crew wants to get intel on the ship, maybe you and maybe have R7 meet you and go to somewhere. I don't know that we're gonna have time getting all to check it ourselves, and the Imperials will probably object to us accessing their systems in front of them. We might have to split up if you want to do both, but that is your guys' objective, so I'll leave that to your discretion, I suppose.
Okay.
It's
Meanwhile,
up to
HK, what are you gonna do?
Or you could meet up with Mila or to do stuff as well.
Meanwhile,
No, I want to go to the bridge.
Yeah. Meanwhile, HK, what are you gonna do? You already rolled your self check, so you've essentially avoided this big droid that looks like a stormtrooper.
Though incidentally, from what we've heard, it wouldn't attack him because it's attacking biologicals.
I mean, it would probably might also attack intruders.
Yeah, I guess if it's smart enough to recognize him as an intruder and not an Imperial droid, then it could. But
I just need to get the proper certifications to be an Imperial droid.
You could be the big hero. You might be you might be in the place where the thing controlling everybody is.
Yeah, you're right now in the upper biolab bypass. There's one way that will lead you to the crew commons where everyone else is. There's another way that will lead you to a med station.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the med station, so what's going on there?
The med station, the med station, yeah, is a fairly, standard med station with several Bacta tanks in there. There is a, doctor who has slumped over, after being, hit with like, bashed into, their skull bashed into the side of the wall. You notice that there is some air ducts that that have been slightly sealed off, but not as sealed off as the biolab by a light bolt head, which might imply they lead to the biolab.
Could I fit?
You would need to roll a I believe a coordination would be.
I am excellent with coordination. I will pop that lid off.
Yeah, it would only take a blaster shot to open it up.
Could I just pull it off? I mean, do I have to blaster it?
I mean, it's sealed due to containment breach, but it's not thick as the bulkhead.
He will assume that he hits. I assume it's like hitting the broadside of a barn.
Yeah. You have plenty of time to aim.
Yes. And then you said it was coordination.
Yeah.
So that's 4 green and 3 blue.
This will be 3 purple to squeeze
Well,
it.
holy shit, 3 blue.
Yeah.
What's giving you all those boosts?
So I've been for my specializations been taking Stalker.
Oh, they give you coordination as well? Oh god.
Yes. So yeah, stealth and coordination. I could just go anywhere.
Alright.
Okay, so let's see here.
3 purple.
3 purple.
Also, the rest of you, I guess, can roll things to recover strain if you want to right now.
2 success
I
and
have
3
recovered all
advantage.
my strain already.
What would that be?
Cool or discipline.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be.
What'd you get?
2 success and 3 advantage.
Oh yeah, so recover any strain as you slip into this small air vent, and you have to blow up the other end with your gun, but that's easy enough. And you sneak into the biolab. There are a bunch of consoles and medical tables and slabs and a bunch of dead researchers. And several stormtroopers who had their helmets ripped off.
Now, are they standing up, or are they just laying on the ground?
Laying on the ground, for now. You see also, though, there is a Trandoshan that has become a bloated mass that is now, hooked up to the table. It looks like it's, every muscle has been it has been inflated somehow. And,
I mean, HK isn't concerned, but he will send this image off to everyone else.
Yeah. It seems like they were messing around with this Trandoshan's, if anyone with a medical skill will know, yeah, they seem to have, and from, information you can pick up in the consoles next to it, they're messing around with this Trandoshan's, regenerative properties.
Oh, great.
Cool, so they just, like, literally took this smuggler and started doing experiments on him.
Yeah.
He's hooked up to some stations, right? I'm gonna look at his vitals.
He is, unconscious right now, but still alive.
Query.
Out of his misery.
Mercy kill him?
Please.
Yeah, no, he's going to just heavy blaster to the head. Like.
Alright, roll attack.
I mean, do I have to if I...
Yeah.
If I just put it up to his head?
Is it, though? Is it a coup de grace?
Can you...
Okay.
That's my
You'll get
concern.
like 3 boosts to this because you're at point blank and you're.
You literally just have a gun to his head too. Yeah.
May I spend a light side die, my friends?
Please.
Oh, we're 7-1.
If you don't coup de grace it's probably gonna turn out to be a boss.
So at least a mini boss.
Just making sure because precise aim.
Charlie, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
How about instead of the boosts, how about it's an auto crit?
Nah, I'm going with boosts. Yeah. Because this would probably be a rival instead of a nemesis.
Okay.
a 3 boost. And
I mean, you can get enough freaking bandage, you can crit, so whatever.
And because I'm short range, that's just a 1 purple, or is it 1 red?
1 purple.
Okay, I got 2 success, 5 advantage. So I'm going to pay for a crit because that's 5, right?
Yeah.
Advantage.
Yep.
And
it's however much is on your weapon.
Yeah, plus the what is my my 4 agility, so that's 4 additional damage from my targeted blow.
Right, so how much
And
damage?
my heavy blaster is 10, so that's 14 and crit.
Alright, crit. Alright, roll on
Does
the
how
crit
much?
chart. Well, how much?
It's a roll on the crit chart. It doesn't do extra damage.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That I just need
D100.
D100. Okay.
Yep.
1 second. Don't have that on the EOTE roller.
It doesn't, which is a shame.
Just go random.org.
Or get some D10s.
But I'd have to get it up.
Oh.
I can roll if you don't want to.
I can roll if
Let's
you don't want to.
see. It's just 32.
Alright, what
Wait,
is the 32
but
crit?
I forget. I also, for my specializations, have lethal blow, so it adds 10.
So
42.
42, yeah.
So yeah, 42.
All right, I'm heading for the section. Give me. That is for ships. Need to go further up. 42 is bowled over. The target is knocked prone and suffers 1 strain. May I suggest that being it's already prone, that we just go ahead and upgrade that to the next one?
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
What?
Head Ringer. The target increases the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks until by 1 until the end of the encounter.
Alright, yeah, so... Right, that, yeah, you shoot in head. How much damage you do?
14.
Alright, 14, 5, 9, and 9 minus 16 is... 9 minus 16, 11 is... 7, so... Alright, so, yeah. You shoot it, and then it begins... Its bloodshot eyes open up, and it gives a roar. Breaking any bonds, using its insane amount of muscle mass to break the bonds that were holding it back. Give me an initiative roll.
So is its head still gone, or?
You know, its head is there. You just shot it in the head.
Jesus. This is terrifying, my dudes.
Do we have time to do combat with him, or?
No, you guys are. This is just HK. You're all HK.
Worst case scenario, I bolt and climb into the vent that I know its bulk is not going to let it get through.
That's
I believe you meant time in this session, not.
But yeah, if HK is just gonna bolt, that should be enough to.
I have no bedtime tonight, so I'm good until I am actually sleepy.
And
Same.
Let's see.
I can probably go another half hour. But first, HK needs to run for its life.
Yeah.
Alright, so what did you get on,
That's cool because I knew this thing was going to get up, or am I doing the other,
Alright, what'd you get on your initiative?
On my initiative, I got a success and an advantage.
Alright, he beats you with his 2 successes.
Fair enough.
Alright, so first things first. Use a strength. So take get out from prone, take 2 strain to engage you, and is gonna just throw a Haymaker Claw at you. And oh, by the way, he's got Fearsome too. Roll 2 purple versus a fear check.
Does it need to as a robot?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
And unfortunately,
tell me that C-3PO has never like been afraid of anything.
Well, that's 3PO. 3PO is a special case.
R2-D2 too.
R2 knows when to get the fuck out of Dodge.
I got a 0.
So just nothing, net nothing?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, net
nothing, this doesn't affect you, it's gonna attack you with its claws. You got any defense?
Defense, I think I recently got dodge.
Does that work in melee?
When targeted by a combat check, I may perform a dodge incidental to suffer a number of strain no greater than ranks of dodge, then upgrade the difficulty of the check by that number.
Right.
So I'll take 1 strain because I only have 1 dodge.
Alright.
In order to increase the difficulty for this dude to hit me.
I'm gonna, I'll flip a light side to dark to increase his,
You mean the other
dark to
way
light.
around?
dark to, to increase his, yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, he takes, he got a threat, but he got a 3 success, he got, so, that is 5. So, that's 11, wounds. But what are you gonna use, first, what are you gonna use this,
Remember, I do have 6 soak, so, that's 5.
Yeah,
And what was...
you got 1 threat, so what are you gonna use it on?
Let's give him some strain.
Alright. Alright, so, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Dude, I think I can kill him before... I'm going to... disengage from him,
Alright.
and, can I, take 2 strain to get into the vent again?
Yeah, you'll still need to give me a coordination roll to get in there.
Yeah, so I'll take 2 strain for an additional action.
Alright.
Bringing that up to 3 strain. And then I'm going to roll. That was 4, 3. And the difficulty was 1 or 2, or what was it again?
Difficulty is 3 purple.
3 purple. Alrighty. And I got 2 success and an advantage, so I'm going to produce 1 strain. And then I'm going to take my shoot action at this guy from the vent.
Let's see, I'll say there will be some setbacks because of how the vent's set up.
Fair enough. 1 setback?
2. Because you have to make yourself into a Prenzel to... Actually, I don't think you could shoot him from the vent, unless you went into the vent backwards.
I mean, yeah.
So...
Just get in it and then point my gun at the opening and shoot.
Well, that would make getting into the vent more difficult in the first place.
Do you want me to cause a setback for that roll?
Yeah.
To get into the vent? Okay, I'll re-roll. 3, that's 4, that's 3. I got a success and 6 advantage.
Alright, yeah, you get into the vent backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, so you still suffer setbacks to shoot him in this weird position.
Yes, I will.
2 setbacks.
Mm-hmm. And it's
And he is
difficulty of 2?
Yeah.
I got 2 success and a threat.
Alright, how much damage your weapon do?
It does 10.
Alright, you shoot him and that blows him back, to the chair, which, causes, the circuits that were monitoring him, flatline.
That feels too easy. Guys, do you think you can...
You did do 24 damage to it, depending on its armor. Just run.
I want whatever data's in this room, though.
It's up to you, man. We're not there to stop you.
I mean, we aren't in communicado with you at this time, so we really can.
I mean, yeah, he's recording this for you guys, but he hasn't sent it yet. He'll crawl back into the room.
By the way, before you, the strain comes from before you, shot him, you heard him swearing in Trandoshan.
I mean, that's fair. Do I understand Trandoshan?
That's not one of the languages you lost.
Unfortunate.
But you could recognize it was Trandoshan.
Mm-hmm. It was a mercy killing.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm just going to go back in there and start looking at the computers.
I'll say when you about to go back in, you notice all the stormtroopers begin to stand up.
Not going back in.
Right.
Oh no.
Alright, you head back through, and on your way there, though, you notice because you're going back through a different configuration. You notice that in the ducts there is a a kind of subset of medical ducts, and down the way you see some type of corpse or something in the ducts. But it's pretty far away. You'd have to detour to get to it.
Statement. There seems to be a deceased organic in the submedical ducts.
Okay.
Do you wish me to ascertain whether or not it's infected?
That's your judgment.
If it's not moving, I'm going to assume they're either dead or infected. It's up to you, though.
Right. I'm going to reconvene with the rest of you.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, so you meet up with the rest of you, I guess, at this point you are all, let's see, so yeah, and I guess you're all in the common, so, how are you guys gonna split up?
I don't know if we want to anymore.
The question is if KB wants to split up to go to the bridge still, since that is apparently not on our way.
Yep. Not interested in... Information is more valuable than...
I guess before you get to them, you'd go through the medical station Alpha, security station Alpha, unless you want to double back or exactly the way you came in, then have to make another stealth check against the big guy.
Oh,
I will make another stealth check against the big guy.
Alright.
Because
make sure you add a threat to whatever you roll.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2 red.
Why is he at a threat?
Because he's got a special, no, he's, this character thing has a special enhanced sensors that give him an automatic, advantage to any perception check.
Right, that's right. He had a...
Yeah.
He had a... Okay. I forgot that you had him do that before, too.
Yeah.
I thought something had changed.
Okay, let's roll this. 2 success and 5 advantage, but that's down to 4 advantage because of the threat.
Yeah, heal that much
Strength.
Train, as you sneak by this guy again and meet up with everyone in the crew commons.
Statement: I've dealt with the Trandoshan.
Dare I ask for details?
Probably not.
You get a MP3 file on your compact of a horrifically mutated Trandoshan getting gunned down.
Is that a fear check?
Get everyone who's witnessing this, give me a fear check.
Actually, Stay does not. He does not have a data pad. He just does a comm link.
Not interested. Just want to get to the bridge.
Difficulty?
1 red, 1 purple. You're only watching this through the.
Could this
3
be cool
success,
because we knew
3
this was gonna be
threat.
bad? Or-
You can use Cool Yabby if you knew this was. If you had.
You pretty
Knew this
good
was
guess
bad.
that this was gonna be
I
bad.
still got a failure and a threat.
Alright, what'd you get, Lynn?
I got 3 success, 3 threat.
Alright, you take that much strain, And Lynn, how responsible do you think you are for HK?
Not at all.
Alright, so yeah, you don't gain 80 conflict.
Like, it's specifically been a point that she has made on several occasions that 8K is his own person.
Alright, yeah, so you did gain no conflict for him gunning this guy down. But yeah, I'll say, so you got a failure, let's...
Yes.
What does...
HK, far be it for me to question your methods, but he might have still been alive.
Statement: he was definitely alive, and it was definitely a Mercy Master.
If you're sure. Like I said, I trust you. Oh, then she'll shut the video off.
Yeah. Gar, you'll get a setback the next thing you do. Check you get.
Okay.
I
think we need to hurry.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know that let's see here. We know that Taba is going to be going to the bridge.
Yeah.
Lynn is going to be going through security to get to the break.
Stata will say over the comm link, HK, we're splitting up here. I guess.
No, HK's in the room with us right now.
Oh, okay. Did we wait for him, or just like his stuff took as long as the rest of us did? About. Okay. All right. So, Taby's going to the bridge, and we're heading to rescue. I guess. Would you rather? I guess still just ask HK outright. Would you rather come with us and rescue those trapped, or go with Tabe and try and get some info?
Statement: we shouldn't leave one of our more valuable team members by themselves. They could be hurt.
A fair assessment. I would also like to know what happens here.
That's totally a good idea.
Yeah, I would also like to know what happened here and what caused this. So, if you guys happen to find anything about that, please forward it to me.
And Seda, you sense something living slithering through some vents above you.
Something's above us.
Query: do you think it's the corpse?
I think that's probably a good guess. He will. Since they are not yet at the thing again.
Yeah, are Lynn and Santa gonna ignite their sabers at the same time?
Yeah, because they're not yet. They haven't met with the Imperials yet. There's no. Yeah, he will draw his saber and be watching the ceiling.
Yeah, you sense that thing, slithering around, checking vents, and then, slithering forward. It is serpentine in nature, you can sense that much.
Oh, damn it.
What is it?
It's like a serpent.
All right, that doesn't tell me too much, I suppose, but
That's weird.
yes, it is.
That's it's just above them still.
Yeah.
I will try. You know what? Because it's within short range then, right? Since it's
Yeah.
in the ceiling and I can sense it. I'll do. Let me see this here. I'm gonna try and sense thoughts and see if it's infected or if it's a see if it's I get the same like subdued presence, like it's infected, or if I or not, if it's actually like legit. I don't know. So
Yeah, roll sense thoughts.
yep, I succeed. I get it. Too late.
Alright,
Fuck, Seda can succeed. Sada's succeeding at force powers this session. I'm
You
so
get,
happy.
What is this bullshit?
thoughts that she is trying to determine who you are because she saw in her maintenance thing that comms went off for the first time in a couple days, and she's running out of oxygen tanks.
Yeah, they aren't infected. I can. Hello up there? I can tell you're there. We heard a distress signal and have come on a rescue mission.
You hear a clang and then another clang, and then one of the vents pop open, and pouring out upside down is some type of snake woman. I'll say you can give me a knowledge on the rim to identify her species.
Sure.
So
What's
it's the three of us?
Yeah, difficulty 2 purple.
I don't think we've split off yet.
Yeah.
I think we're still actually kind of stalled. Failure 1 advantage.
Outer rim.
Yeah.
Outer.
Just one threat. One failure. One failure.
I'm just gonna assume that HK doesn't know since
Oh, it was 2 purple?
Yeah.
2 success, 1 threat.
Could be a race that's been around for a while.
Yeah.
3 success, 3 threat.
Right, everyone who got threat got straining to think of what this. I know this. Alright, so who succeeded? And did anyone succeed with advantage?
Kloss and I.
Yeah.
and what was the difficulty if I'm doing this?
2 purple.
Okay. Weird, I got a success.
Alright.
Hey, your databanks have something on this.
Alright, she is a member of the Thalasis, the species of snake people, whose main thing is they export high quality artisanal craft starships. Aren't
they the people that make the Death Star and the Star Destroyers?
No, because they make a custom craft because they take forever to make ships.
What is their race again?
The
Thalasis?
Thalacy, yeah, that.
Sluicy.
Sluicy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Ah. Neat.
Anyone get any advantage and succeed?
Not in succeed. On my end, anyway.
Lynn.
Nope.
Right. But yeah, that's what
Actually,
you know about them. Oh, I guess also, I think, Taba, you recognize that this ship came from one of their shipyards earlier, so you can put 2 and 2 together. Or, like, yeah. That. So she goes, "Oh, thank goodness. I have no idea what's going on outside for days."
Bad things. There's some kind of infection that has affected most of the crew of the ship with some kind of fungal hive mind or something, as best as we can determine.
I'll say, if your sense is still,
active, I'm not actively reading her thoughts anymore, no.
No, I mean, like, the passive, sensing for stuff.
Yes.
You do sense some of the fungus in her, but it hasn't migrated to her brain yet.
Wow, that's a pretty detailed sense check. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate you giving that to me, but I don't know that his senses are that,
okay, fair enough.
That minute. Like, if you want me to know that, I will, but he doesn't.
I'll say you would notice
there's
that
admittedly not upgrades for fine
because you notice the same telepathic stuff in her, but it doesn't seem to be any in her brain, or like any affecting her at all.
You are. You seem to be fine for now, but it seems like you have been infected.
I've been affected with many things on my tour of duties here.
I can imagine. Do you know what this is?
No, I mostly do maintenance in the docks. I'm not allowed to enter outside maintenance docks.
Are you Imperial?
Subcontracted, technically. Imperials do not consider me any sort of member of them.
Well, if you're looking for a new crew, considering your ship is about to be exploded.
What?
There's long story. We're kind of on a time crunch, so long story short, the Imperial, some higher up Imperials hired somebody to scrap this ship, as they have believed that all the crew are lost. And they are waiting for us with... How much time do we have left is a good question.
You still have 2 hours left.
In about 2 hours, they're going to start destroying the vulnerable and explodey bits of the ship.
Oh, dear. Well, I'll get my things, I guess, if we're evacuating.
I'm trying to think.
I know. If you need to find something, I know every part of the ships. They were made in our dockyards. I am less familiar with the biolab parts. There was a separate person who handled those docks.
Well, is that person still around?
I have not been in contact. Those ducts are kept separate from most of the ship's valves.
Query. Does this person look like that individual? And then we'll give an image of the body that I could see, the part of I could see.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, most of us are heading to most of us are going to be heading to the brig to rescue the Imperial survivors. Do you know the best way there, then?
You can get anywhere through these ducts if you need to, though. You'll have to mind these. There's low oxygen, so you'll need some type of rebreather like I have.
I imagine we all point to our breath masks. All of us are wearing breath masks except for the droid.
Statement, I need no oxygen.
Yes, these internals lead to every part of the ship, as well as the waste disposal.
Well, we could take that, but I can't imagine the Imperials are all going to go up there, so we'll probably be clearing away anyway. Though, of course, if they're armed, we could also just let them clear the way once we get there. Though they may not be able to handle it themselves, otherwise they probably would have escaped already. So I guess he'll just shrug and look to the others and see what they want to do, if we want to talking or have her lead us through the vents.
Lynn is entirely indifferent.
Yeah, Seda is.
You are the plan, boy.
I think the vents would be safer.
All right, let's see if we can get to the brig through there. Then we might bypass other threats.
Does HK know like the combat droids movements enough from the two?
You know, it kind of seems not really. You just knew it was hanging out that hallway for a while. Though by judging by the bodies, it might be like moved to different areas, probably keeping around the hangars to cut off escape.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely make sure that they're aware of that.
Good to know.
Alright.
Seda will also make sure Mila and Jay are aware of that. There's a heavily armed droid that is likely to attack anything it discovers. HK thinks they think it's going to patrol close to around the hangars to try and ensure nobody escapes. So be very cautious.
Yeah, roger that. I'm just checking out the ammo source. Looks like someone tried to detonate a explosive near it. A lot of the ammo bunker is welded shut via the blast.
All right, if you don't have anything else to do, KB and I think HK are gonna make their way to the bridge. If you want to meet up with them.
Sure. And you hear a screech behind her. Hold on a second, and then shots. I might be a little bit busy.
All right, radio if you need help.
Right. And you guys. I think
she seems to be taking care of herself just fine, though.
Alright, as you guys head into the events, led by the snake person, I'll call an end to the session as you guys split up.
Alright.
Okie dokie.
And I thought it was going to be something mundane, like they unfortunately decided to use way too much space asbestos in this ship.
Did we get the Slucian's name?
Hold on, let me see if I remember. I think
I'll
look it, but it's not that important. Like, I'll give it to you.
We're sort of rushing, so introductions may come on the move. As I think we're on a time.
That can come in. But no, so far so good.
We kind of Seda's a little worried. Well, on one hand, if this fungus is like telepathic, actually, here's a good question. Here's something Seda and Lynn would both notice. Is the fungus using the Force?
It is not.
Okay, so it's not a Force thing. It's like pheromones or.
We should really be thanking our stars. It's not Force sensitive.
Oh, absolutely. But that would be a thing that they'd be able to. Because my hope is that if we get her away from the ship, assuming there is kind of a central intelligent hive mind, that basically she'll be okay. But.
I have a feeling she's going to become the hive mind eventually.
We might need. Otherwise, though, my worry is that we're going to need to find a cure for her, or find out more information about this thing and how to get rid of it.
Bio.
Yeah, we may be going back there if that's the case. Well, we'll see how much time we have. Rescuing the Imperials is kind of important too, but he assumes that they'll basically just once we escort them to the hangar, they're just gonna fly off. So,
I mean, we need to get them to deal with the scrapper.
Oh, I found out where. Yeah, her name is Vasil.
Okay.
She'll probably mention. Yeah.
Also, what is up with the scrapper wanting to blow up the ship before scrapping it?
Well, you scrap the chunk.
Again.
You scrap you blow it up and then scrap the smaller bits.
And again,
well, you can just cut it up.
Okay, he's contracted by Imperials. Yeah,
he's dumb. He's cripplingly dumb.
Maybe that's part of his contract that he has to demolish it before.
Also, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If the Imperials want it destroyed because it's called the blanket.
I'm just. It hurts my heart so much the way he's scuttling the ship before he actually scraps it.
I
it
assume
just bothers me.
They want the evidence gone.
They want that, and they also want. I assume they basically also want if they have no intention of recovering it, they don't want it to fall into enemy hands. So better some scrapper takes it away for scrap than the Rebel Alliance gets a Star Destroyer. Is I think they're also theory. Let alone, not to mention, contain if something outbroke on the ship, contain it. Better to send a scrapper that if there's problems will just get blown up than Imperials.
Admittedly, genocide has done nothing to decrease the Imperials, but this is definitely crimes against sentience.
Oh no, this is absolutely they're doing terrible things on there, and if I can definitely see why finding evidence of that would be important to the rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Sata's just primarily concerned about saving lives immediately.
To Tabit, they're Imperials. They were on here.
They don't.
Evidence is more important.
Let's be honest. Tava doesn't see Imperials as people.
That's
well,
why
they are people, but they are here voluntarily.
That's right. No, that's fine. Sata's just Jedi got a Jedi.
She doubt they would give her a second thought if they were in the same situation.
That
is distinctly possible, but you never know. Here's the thing.
Lynn's current thought is if they were just the bridge crew, then they probably had nothing to do with
right. They weren't doing
but also Tabin knows you guys are going there anyway,
all totes.
Absolutely. Sata doesn't disagree that you should be going and doing this. We can probably get them out and you guys can get the intel, but
why not get both options?
Right. That's why he was kind of probing to see if you still wanted to do that and if anyone else wanted to go with, but his
I mean it really ties into my motivations and everything like that. So
actually, would Gar be more interested in doing that than saving Imperials, or
what do you mean?
Would Gar rather go to the bridge and get intel than go to save the Imperials? Who would he want to go with?
I mean, the thing is,
it's up to you. I'm just curious.
I don't like the Imperials, but I'm not a flat-out murderer.
Right, you don't want to leave them. I mean, in this circumstances, you could also it would be if you think Gar would prefer one or the other, he could reasonably take faith that Sata and Lynn have it in hand.
My thought as Gar's player is that he isn't going to leave people to die, A, and B, the more dangerous route right now is to get to them through the droid, and that HK and Tebe should have an easier time getting to the bridge.
Right, because
the bigger crew should be going towards the brig, so that means he should probably go with them.
HK and Tebe are also both, I think, fairly stealthy.
We're the stealthier members of the party.
So we can also reasonably assume that they're going to they can avoid encounters along the way, whereas other than going through the vents, Sata isn't avoiding shit, and Lynn is, I think, only moderately better.
Yeah.
Guys, can I just say, I think this session proves that HK is designed to board ships, kill captains, and leave.
Pretty much.
Yeah, kind of.
Just to leave a message.
Did we get 5 experience for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think this session was kind of as brutal as a lot of our sessions.
I mean, yes.
I mean, the combat, like story-wise, combat was fair. At least on our end, you got the more brutal end of the combat. I think we were.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
you
only got hit
went
once.
off on your own and then shot a jacked up Trandoshan.
Okay, so Charlie, what is up with that Trandoshan? I know he was captain of.
So yeah, he was being they were experimenting on his Trandoshan regenerative properties.
Well, obviously.
And yes, you've told me that. Is like the rest of the information on him like super secret still in play?
I guess kind of. I mean, he was pissed off that you shot him in the face.
Well, yeah, I don't blame him.
Hey man, why you gotta shoot me in the face?
Because you're on Abomination and probably Vector Zero for this entire fungal outburst.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, that is curious. We still don't know how this happened. If this was something introduced to the ship, because the experiment on the Trandoshan doesn't seem to have anything to do with this fungus. If it was something they had that broke out, or what's going on. But
Also, the fungus was in the Lucky Chance, wasn't it?
there was fungus in there. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same fungus, but yes, Seda did detect that there was fungus
Or it could
there.
have just been the fungus spread out to the hangar. Who knows? Because you don't
Yeah, it
also-
could be. It could be that if there were people in it at some point in the intervening time, that the fungus is there. We don't know though. Let's not stick around to let it grow in us. Like I said, my biggest concern is Vasil.
I mean, if you guys want, HK will get in that ship and he will fly it to Coruscant.
No. No.
Get in what?
No.
Alright, well, in any case, good night, Internet.
Night.
Good night.